Welcome to Ecclesia Principles, a biblical strategy for believers to engage in God's design for government with Ray Eppard.
The Democratic Party go now, and do you think that they're going to respond?
Yeah. Well, let me tie in something else in with that answer, because some people say, well, how can anybody be a Democrat and be a Christian? There are people that say that. The thing you have to understand there is there's a old statement about politics, that all politics is local. And usually how a person aligns has to do with how it's affecting them personally. And
that's good.
Some of them really don't care what the party stands for. And is that right? I personally don't think it's right, but that's where a lot of people are.
Yeah.
And so with that, give me your question again, because I got myself sidetracked.
It's thinking of like with how much of a blowout this is.
Yeah.
Is the Democratic Party leadership, are they going to reevaluate? Are they going to change? Like, are they going to keep going to their very, very far left?
I believe they will. Now, when I say I believe that they will, I believe there will be a change in strategy. Because what we're dealing with in America right now really started in the late 1800s. Horace Mann actually created an organization to take education out of the hands of the parents and the church, and wanted to eliminate all church influence from education. And that has continued since then. It took a huge jump in the 1930s when some of the communists left Germany and came over and started getting involved in college education here. Yeah. And so it took a real leap, because then they really began to push that agenda. So this is not a one-day election or a 4-year term is not a big thing in an over 100-year plan.
Yeah.
And so with that, just the strategy will change.
So you don't think they're going to change?
Oh, I don't think they're going to change at all.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I kind of lean with you, but I mean...
Because, and I'll throw this out, and this could be a little controversial, because I believe that the entire dynamic, and this is a choice that people are going to have to make in our nation. The things that are happening are not political. They are spiritual. And there are two driving forces in our world, and that is God and faith in Jesus, and the spirit of Antichrist. That which is for God and that which opposes God. And the division that we see in our nation right now is really not political. It's not ethnic. I mean, look at this past election. One of the things they talked about with Trump is that it was the oddest coalition.
Yeah.
From all different groups. Well, the reason that was the case is because there were people wanting to move toward things that are right.
Right.
And it's not based on their ethnicity. It's not based, I mean, Muslims were supporting Trump.
Right.
Because
a significant amount in Michigan.
A significant amount. And so with that, even though they do not believe in Christ and will say God has no son, but yet there is a spiritual dynamic that where we're at right now, they can still align with.
Yeah. Did you see that map that CNN put up and then had to change because the red, it basically counted all of the counties in the United States where, okay, let's say Virginia as an example. Yeah. Virginia went blue, right? Yeah. So they had to go to the granular stuff and say, but how much of this demographic that Democrats thought they had locked in, how much of it moved right?
Yes.
Oh, and then how many counties moved left. And so you see this map with all these red arrows of everything moving to the right, so much so that CNN had to redo the map because they couldn't see anything blue on there.
Yeah.
You've been listening to Ecclesia Principles with Ray Eppard. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook on our Ray Eppard pages. This program was brought to you by Victory Worship Center and World Outreach. Services Sunday 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock, 200 Hammond Lane, Stanton, Virginia.